And away from that story, the National Action on Sugar Reduction Coalition today and the Federal Capital Territory staged a billboard campaign for the increase of pro-health taxes, such as the sugar-sweetened beverage tax to fund healthcare. Speaking at the rally, Health Commission Specialist Ome Bongos explained that the 10% per litre tax is not enough to take care of the bills. She advised that the tax rate be increased to 20% per litre.
We are advocating to the Federal Ministry of Finance, to the government, to increase the tax on sugar-sweetened beverages, on soft drinks particularly, and other sweetened beverages, particularly because of the health impacts of these drinks. There is a clear link between soft drinks, between soda, sweetened beverages, and diseases like type 2 diabetes. Nigeria has the #1 rate of type 2 diabetes on the whole African continent. Nigeria is also the place where the highest number of soft drinks are sold on the African continent. 38 million liters of soft drinks are sold every year in Nigeria. And so what we're trying to say is, these beverage companies, they're making lots of profits and really at the expense of the health of Nigerians. So we're calling on the Federal Ministry of Finance, the government, to increase the taxes on sugar-sweetened beverages so that these taxes really can be used to benefit people, particularly the poor Nigerians who cannot afford healthcare, can be used to subsidize diabetes treatment, can be used towards providing healthcare for people who are suffering from these illnesses. So what we're really hoping to achieve with this tax is to discourage the consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages, of soft drinks. So it can sound like taxation is not actually effective, but the way that this tax will work is that it will benefit the people who are poor, because the poorest people in our society are the most responsive to price change.
The coalition, which includes the Diabetes Association of Nigerian Cancer Society, and 11 others, say the advocacy seeks to sustain the tax and increase it to a level that will produce a price change impactful enough to discourage excessive sugar and beverages consumption.
This tax is first and foremost to discourage the consumption, the drinking of these soft drinks, which have been clearly linked to poor health. Heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and even some cancers. We've been advocating for this for almost 2 years now. We did some advocacy last year, and last year there was actually a tax passed, 10 naira per litre tax on sugar-sweetened beverage. But what we found is that this 10 naira tax is not actually sufficient to move the needle. It has not really had an effect on consumption. So we're advocating for higher taxes, and we're also calling the government to, when they increase the taxes, to invest these taxes in healthcare. So what we're advocating for is a tax that reaches up to 20%, so that people can then begin to see that, I have other alternatives. Instead of spending my money on something that will lead to a health issue in the future, let me find another alternative.